Blessed to have a lot of wonderful elected officials in Kenton County. And I can tell you that, going back to, when I first joined the Kenton County Executive Committee and we didn't have any elected officials, and we were begging people to run. And then a guy named Clyde Middleton runs for Judge Executive and wins, for goodness sakes. Judges over here, give Clyde a big round of applause. And that, in my opinion, I know Dries Turner Wade was cool and all that stuff, but that was way before my time. So I'm gonna give Clyde credit for starting the avalanche, because I think once Clyde got elected, people realized in Kenton County that Republicans could get elected to public office. And to be honest with you, I've always believed this is a conservative area, this is a Republican area. People were just registered the wrong way, and quite frankly, we're voting for kind of the wrong people in government. Well, fast forward to today, and now, fortunately, the Republicans have every single office in the Kenton County Courthouse, which I don't know how many of you all recognize that, but every single one. And I can tell you that the county has been much better for it. I mean, does anybody honestly, is there anybody that disagrees that the county's not better off today than it was 30 years ago? Anybody? Round of applause for the elected officials who've done such a great job. And of course, after Clyde, we had Dick Murgatroyd, and then Ralph came in and got the jail built, and did all the things Ralph needed to do, and God love him. And now we got Chris Knuckleman. I saw Chris here earlier, who is doing a bang-up job as Judge Executive. So anyway, I just can't. I could go on and on about how proud I am of all the elected officials that we have in Kenton County. One of them you're here to support tonight. He's a nice legacy from Clyde. I remember John got elected for the first time 6 years ago, right? 12 years. So this is your third time running for re-election. Now, John only has to run every 6 years. So the good news is he's only asking you for a contribution every 6 years instead of, one of those legislators who needs you to give them every 2 years, Adam. But anyway, John has done a great job down at the courthouse. John's one of the guys that when I run into people, I'm in the law business, I run into people and I ask them about, how our folks are doing down there at the Kenton County Courthouse. And everybody loves the job John's doing. John has really brought that office, into the 20th century. And quite frankly, again, one of those positions that I think, we need to keep in Republican hands. Not sure whether he's going to get an opponent or not with this turnout tonight. Maybe if somebody's up there in the tree watching, on the Democratic side. Maybe they'll think twice about running against John. But in any event, your contributions mean a lot. Your support means a lot. So without further ado, I'll quit talking. John Middleton.
Woo!
Thank you, Greg. I guess it was probably a mistake to put two politicians and attorneys up here to talk to you tonight. But appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate Greg and Katie and Adam for all their work. Also, Matt Tarka, my campaign manager, put a lot of work in on this event, so I really appreciate his work that he's done. Somebody recently asked me, what are your priorities in life? That's a kind of an interesting question, but you think about it for a little bit and say God, family, and country. And I'm very fortunate tonight to have all three with us tonight. Our ever-present God and my family, who I really appreciate being here. My late great mother would counsel first-time candidates and would tell them, as the family, you have the hardest job in politics, and that really is true. I see Kelly Westwood shaking her head. The family really has the hardest job in politics. So I really appreciate my family support, and my wife Janet, the love of my life, is here tonight. I'm trying to figure out where she went. Running around. She's up there, hiding out in the thing. My son Will. My son Joey couldn't be here tonight, but I do have my brother David and sister-in-law Laverne from Lexington, appreciate them coming up. My brother Rich and sister-in-law Carol and their daughter Kelsey are here. And Carol is the one that made all the deviled eggs. So she has the best deviled eggs in Northern Kentucky. So maybe a business venture here. My sister Ann and Jack are down dodging hurricanes in Florida, so they couldn't be here. But I really appreciate the family. And then, you know, why do we live in the best country on earth, in the best state in the world, the best county in the world? And that's because we have some exceptional elected officials. And, you know, Greg really touched on that about all the great people that we have, but we really do have a great group of elected officials here in Kenton County and Northern Kentucky, from our city council and mayors to our county officials. We have some of the best county officials, best judge executive in the state by far, Chris Doppelman. And in our legislators, we really have some great legislators here, and that's shown by all the committee chairmanships that we have now in the House and in the Senate. So we really have some great elected officials, so it's great. I took office about 11 years ago this year. And when I was running, when I decided to run, I said there were kind of 4 things that I thought were good that I wanted to run for. One was because this job is related to the courts, and I'm an attorney. So I thought that was good. I really liked being in the courts and being involved in those things. I liked, you know, the fact that it was a political office. Where else can you go? And, you know, I grew up in politics, and I really liked going out and meeting people. And where else can you have a party where people bring you money, and then you get to have a good time with all your best friends? So, you know, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But, you know, from an early age, my parents brought me up with community service and giving back to the community. And that's what I wanted to do as Circuit Court Clerk. I wanted to give back to the community. So when we first started and got running in the office, we developed a mission statement for the office. And it's a customer service-based mission, that we want to do the best customer service. And government is different. It's not a for-profit entity. We can't go out to Kroger and Remke and get a driver's license. You can't go to Walmart or Target and get your divorce decree. You have to go to the court system to do it. And so with that, you know, that doesn't mean that we can't operate like a business and try to make the best customer service and try to give the best customer service that we can to people and do things